Hey YouTube, what's going on? Dose in the house, the CEO, ProviewsTV. Reviews from pros that know what's going on. Let's go. Hey YouTube, what's going on? My name is Richie Mendoza, aka Dose.
The CEO in the building. Want to answer some questions, kind of clear up some concerns you guys might be having on these two specific mics, the Blue Spark Special Edition and the Baby Bottle by Blue.
The first thing you may notice is that my Blue Spark is not red. Now, red is the original color of the Blue Spark mic that you will be getting in stores at your local retailer, Guitar Center, Best Buy, all of that. They just came out with this limited edition mic. It is the same exact mic, only it has a blue coating over it. The Blue Spark mic is a very versatile mic. I'm not sure if you can see it right now, but it's connected to this beautiful shock mount. The shock mount was actually the same as the Baby Bottle, and Blue decided they were going to repackage it and get a nice slimmer form factor for the shock mount. So that was a change. I actually like the longer, bigger shock mount. It looks more professional. I think that it's all about perception. But packaging. Let's go to the unboxing real quick for the Blue Spark mic. When you open the box, you're going to go ahead and have a blue XLR cable. This cable is actually missing from the version of the Blue Spark that comes naturally, which is the red one. Just something to think about whenever you want to go ahead and get it. So it comes inside of that box. You open it up, you're gonna see some XLR cables, and then once you get into the meat of it, you're gonna see a sticker, you're gonna see a nice pamphlet. What I love about the pamphlet is that the pamphlet actually looks like a book of matches, aka a Spark. Inside of the box, you're gonna have the Blue Spark mic. Should be wrapped in plastic, guys, all right? We got a long story about plastic. We ain't gonna say it on this show, but it's got to be wrapped in plastic. You're going to get your pop filter. You're going to go ahead and grab your shock mount, and the mic's going to be inside looking all pretty. I'm going to go ahead and pass it down to DCO. He's going to let us know how the Baby Bottle came packaged.
Well, here you go, guys. You already saw how the Blue Spark comes packaged. Really nice wooden box for protection and all that. But again, the Baby Bottle, that's not the case with it. Although I will show you what the box looks like. This is how it came directly from Best Buy. Now, when we first saw it, we thought maybe there was something wrong. We looked for another.
Not cute.
We looked for another box, and we questioned them about it and said this is how they all come, actually, straight from the manufacturer, which is interesting, but it's not a big deal, I guess. As you can see, the Baby Bottle comes in this box, which is much smaller than the Blue Sparks box. Again, it's not a big deal. I didn't get the mic for the box, and I'm not going to do much traveling with it, so it's not a big deal. But one thing I actually liked about the box, though, or I should say the mic itself, the company actually provided a quality control certification, which is awesome. You know, when you're looking for quality in a microphone, that's huge. I was surprised to see it. I wasn't expecting it, actually. But it says, this product has passed Blue Microphone's rigorous quality inspection process. Thank you for your purchase. And it has a date here where it's stamped September 2nd, 2011. And this check mark says frequency response, noise specification, and fit/finish. And it actually has the initials of the quality control engineer. That's awesome. That's huge. You can see only the mic fits in the Baby Bottle box. And in the separate packaging comes the this box right here. Nothing fancy. This is where the S3 shock custom mount is, and the pop filter. That's where they come in. And here we have a Baby Bottle brochure with the information of it. And yeah, the world's simplest product registration card. Not too shabby. And everything was wrapped in plastic, bubble wrap, which is always good to see. And that's about it for the box, I would say. Again, nothing fancy. The microphone comes separate to the accessories, the shock mount and the pop filter, and which is not the case with the Blue Spark.
Price-wise, it's only $199, so we're going to have a lot of people that are wanting to start vocal recording actually go for the Blue Spark mic. The in sound quality wise, we're actually recording on our mics, as you can see. The mics, they actually sound pretty good. You have to really just listen to the characteristics that you're really looking for in your audio recordings to make a very well thought decision when deciding to purchase one of these mics.
There's 3 microphones in that Essential Series category. It's the Blue Spark, the Bluebird, and the Baby Bottle. The Baby Bottle's actually the baby, that's why they call it, of the flagship, the Bottle, by Blue. And really, it's a great microphone for all around, whether it's you're recording a guitar amp, vocals, or miking drums. It actually has a higher smooth end to it, smooth mid-range for those rich vocals, you would say. And it's a great mic all around. I would definitely recommend it for somebody starting off entry level, but also want something professional but cost effective at the same time. I would say exclusively with this microphone, because of the richness in its mid range, you can tell a lot when you get really close to the microphone, which I love though for songs that really focus on the vocals. You want to get nice and close to get intimate with the microphone. And you hear that mid range
like
coming in, almost sounds like a radio voice. But well, I would say the standard is to stay away about 6 inches from the microphone. But again, if you're looking for that close, that intimate sound to kind of get the throat out into the microphone, it's great to get really close to the mic, and it picks up a lot of that low end.
Don't eat the mic, okay? Don't eat the mic like this. You want to stay a good distance. A lot of people like to put another pop filter right in front. It's gonna be 3 finger. Good rule of thumb. 3 fingers distance from the head of the cardioid mic to your mouth. That way, those explosive T's and P's are definitely taken care of.
All in all, the mics are great. I actually had the chance, obviously, to hear the Spark, and I am impressed actually for the price range.
Yeah,
the fact that it's entry level sounds great. I still personally prefer the Baby Bottle, but I'm a little biased more because I'm more to the audio side of things. But all in all, if you're looking for something entry level, something to kind of get you started, and it's not going to break the bank, but you're not going to lose quality, being that Blue is so meticulous with their microphones. This specific microphone is a solid state microphone, discrete A class topology they call it, and it actually has no transformers. I'm not sure about that mic specifically, but all in all, the mics are great. If you're looking for something a little bit more entry level, I would highly recommend Blue Spark. If you're more into the audio side of things, I would recommend going for a Baby Bottle for sure. You can't go wrong with either one. They're all handcrafted, and you're sure. And we don't work for Blue, but as happy owners of Blue products,
they need to go ahead and just send us a bottle right now. You might as well go do it. Right?
Send me the bottle.
Send it us right now. We're right here.
I'll do a review for the bottle. I have no problem doing that. We'll go ahead and swap out the bottle for the Baby bottle. We'll do a review shortly. But again, yeah, we don't work for Blue, but all around the mics are great. You're not going to lose quality. Go ahead. I mean, I've listened to a lot of different other mics in its range and its class and its price range, and you really can't beat the quality. And the price range is not even, it's not even worth mentioning. Don't skimp on it, because you're going to lose a lot later on. Go ahead and put the money into the microphone and know you have a solid product, and I would recommend Blue highly. I love the microphone, and you'll get to hear a lot of the audio samples and songs that are coming down the pipeline with the vocals on it, so you guys can have a better idea of how it sounds. The human ear can hear from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, and that's the frequency response for this mic, which is great if you're miking drums and stuff like that, or anything on the low end where you want to capture that low end. That's always important. It's worth mentioning to say that the microphone is the quietest in its class out of the 3 in the Essential series, with a self noise of 5.5 dBA. Has a sound pressure level of 133 decibels, and again, it has a little bit of a peak in the mid range and also in the top end, which also has a smooth top end to give it that rich and warm feel that people want for that classic sound. But all in all, the mic is great. Again, it's a universal mic. I would say you can use it for different applications, whether you're miking guitars or just straight for vocals is what I use it for. Yeah, let's go back to Rich.
All right. So also remember, one thing that I couldn't find online when purchasing my Blue Spark mic is this comparison video. How does the Blue Spark compare with the baby bottle when you're doing vocal recording? Me, again, I'm an amateur. The Blue Spark for me sounds fine. I gotta give it to the baby bottle only because of that low end. That mid range is insane. When you hear it, your voice is gonna sound extremely warm. You may actually hear it in this as well. I mean, if you know how to apply different types of audio filters like compression and noise gate, you're going to be able to get a very fantastic sound out of this mic. One feature that I forgot to mention is that the Blue Spark is one of the only mics in the blue category, in the essential category, with something called a focus button here. Basically what the focus button does on the Blue Spark mic is kind of like a high pass filter. I think for rap vocals, it would be good to actually deactivate that. That way you get a lot of low end inside of your voice. For the price of a baby bottle, you could actually pick up a Blue Spark mic, a XLR cable for those of you that get the red Blue Spark mic, and something that I didn't even know is that thing that you connect the mic to. I didn't even know what that was. I mean, I'm not an audio guy myself, so I had to get something called a M Audio Fast Track. These mics, both of them are powered with the phantom power. That's another thing. If you're gonna get a and basically all the Fast Track does is allow this mic to be connected to your computer. It has to have 48 volts for phantom power. That's what powers the mic.
That if you get the microphone from Guitar Center, you'll have it there for $3.99. But if you want the shock mount and the pop filter, you'll have to pay an additional $100 for the two combined.
And the pop filter is definitely worth it. I know right now that the camera is going to be out of focus, but the pop filter is actually worth it. When you look at the pop filter, it really stands out on both mics, especially on the baby bottle. Actually, it's made. I mean, Blue makes it. They put their logo right on it, and it looks fantastic. All you got to do is take the pop filter, put it over your Spark head, and screw it in, just like that. And boom, now you have a mic that looks even more professional than before.
That's actually correct. Yes, the pop filter is actually both functional and for aesthetic purposes. It looks great, matches the color of the microphone. Again, with the shock mount, looks great. And I personally prefer to have it upside down. I don't like the shock mount getting in my way. But as I was saying before, it's actually, they have it at Guitar Center for $3.99. And I try to find a way so that I can kind of integrate the shock mount and the pop filter together without having to pay the extra $100, which I did. If you look on Best Buy, it's worth looking at a Best Buy store for the microphone. Not all stores will have them. You'll have to find a specific one. Go online and check it out. Type in your zip code, and then you'll see which ones have them in store. I actually bought it online and went ahead and picked it up. It's worth it only because Best Buy has the microphone, the pop filter, and the shock mount for that same $400. So it's worth. I mean, it's $100 in your pocket. It's really worth it. So I would recommend that if you're looking to get this mic.
So all in all, comparison: Blue Spark versus baby bottle. Which one should you get? If you're a budget orientated person and you want to start getting into recording, I definitely recommend the Blue Spark mic. It is up there. If you're able to manipulate the sound in your audio program, you can definitely get a sound that is boom, bassy, without much effort. Now, if you do have a little bit of extra money, I definitely recommend on getting the baby bottle. That thing is fire, and it is definitely worth it.